So we have the framing done. We added 2 1/2-inch pieces of plywood here. This is our sill plate, right? So this is where the door is gonna sit. This has to be perfectly level, okay? You cannot level this after the fact because this is where the sill is gonna be sitting. If it's out, you can't add shims or anything like that because eventually it'll break because people are stepping on it, okay? So this has to be perfect. When we put these 2 pieces of 1/2-inch plywood, we made sure that it was perfectly flat, the interior subfloor. I don't want to gloss over this. This sill must be level in all directions. If it's not, you need to either add material. Preferred way to do it is to remove material. So you could use a plane, you can use chisels, but it needs to be flat and it needs to be level before you install the door in there. You cannot add shim. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use Protecto wrap. I mean, we're underneath a cover here, so it's a little different. Like usually you would run your Protecto wrap like up like this, right? Your ice and water shield, because you got water splashing and things like that. But here we're not gonna have any water. But we're gonna still put this down, at least on the bottom, to protect our sill. Now we're getting ready to install the doors. We got a tube of window and door caulk, okay? So we add a bead around the entire brick molding here. All right, so now that we have the door here, we're gonna add our caulk to the bottom. Let's push it in. All right, so now we got the door in the opening. All right, we're gonna use these airbags. I really recommend these airbags. They make everything a lot easier. So we open the door up a little bit, and what we're doing here is we're adding an airbag under here. We're pumping it up here. We're also adding an airbag here because since the door frame is not in the opening, when we open this, it's all gonna wanna fall this way, right? So what we wanna do is kind of prop it up because we want to set the hinge side first. All right. One of the first things we did is we centered the sill, the bottom sill, in the rough opening. So we centered it between down here and over here, okay? Once it was centered, we're gonna put the shim in here. Now what we wanna do is we wanna put a shim up here, right? Now to do that, using our airbag, we're gonna shim up we're gonna plumb up using the hinges. If you look, this still needs to come up a little bit, or come over a little bit, so that's okay. We're gonna come over here. I'm just gonna give it a little push with the airbag. Come back over, get again. I think it come over just a little bit more. And we're looking really good there. So now it's a matter of placing my shims and running my screws in all of the areas where you wanna put a screw. So you can see there are spots in this one, at least, where you're supposed to put screws. And this is where we want to shim. So this is where we're gonna add our shims strategically. All right, so we got our shims up there nice and tight, and we're gonna run our first screw in. It's gonna sort of set. After we got that in, we wanna constantly check. We're constantly check that we're plumb, and we are plumb, we're right on. So now we're just gonna keep working our way down. Also make sure that we're not bowing the frame. So, you don't want to run this one super tight and then bow the frame and it looks like something like that, okay? So every one we put in, we check for plumb. Just doing the sanctuary. One way to get yourself a clear. All right, that was supposed to be a very quick video on how to use those airbags to install a door. I think they're very useful. I use it for all kinds of things, installing exterior doors and interior doors. It's very helpful. Now, we did install this door. We built this entire wall out. I did put that on the channel. Idea of this video is to be a quick video for you guys. If you want a more in-depth video, I have made, 5, 6 different videos on very detailed steps on how to install a door. So if you want to see those, I'll link them right here. But with that, I'm Mike, Family DIY TV. Please like this video, please subscribe, please leave me a comment down below. Also, please check out my other door videos. I'm out.